Christian Smalls is a singer, a songwriter, the founder and lead vocalist of the Black Diamond Band, which is Charleston's elite live music experience band. I talk one-on-one with Christian for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Christian Smalls, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You are a singer, songwriter, founder, and lead vocalist of the Black Diamond Band, which is Charleston's, as you say, elite live music experience. Your band specializes in weddings and private events. So what's new, what's now with the Black Diamond Band?
Well, of course, we released our first single, Winning, last year on my birthday, October 21st, and that is still doing very well. So, of course, pushing that and growing that even more is going to be something that I'll be doing this year. And also adding traveling and performing to the list. Also working on more original music. So just be on the lookout for more original music, more content, more traveling abroad. And yeah, so that's some things I got in store.
When you talk about original music, what can we expect exactly from you?
So the first single is Southern Soul. I don't want people to think that that is all that they're going to hear from me because I am more than just one genre, but definitely a couple more feel good songs is what I'd like to call it. Maybe some more ballads, definitely some good soul and R&B because I feel like that's missing a lot for music. Is good R&B, feel good soul music. So more of that.
What feel good songs are you listening to today to help you get to where you want to get to musically with that?
Let's see. I definitely love PJ Morton. He's a big staple. Has been a big influence. As far as new artists, let's see. PJ Morton, which he's not really new, but more current. Of course, Jasmine Sullivan. She's definitely one of my biggest influences. Let's see. New. I have so many new people I listen to. I listen to a lot of music. Thundercat, he's a guitar, he plays the bass, but he's still another inspiration of mine.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, the old classics artists, like, of course, my number one artist, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, even going back through their catalogs and listening to songs that I've never even heard from them. I've been doing that a lot lately, and that has been definitely a big inspiration, and just revisiting music from my past. So yeah.
So when you look at that particular catalog, what artist actually resembles your music today?
So I would say, I just actually talked to somebody about this the other day. I told somebody that I had been told that, oh, you sound like Faith Evans, and I'm like, oh, and that is not shocking because I have been listening to her since I was in elementary school. So she is definitely one of the people that I've studied the most. I would say also to the Clark sisters. They've been, even though I'm not a gospel artist, I'm not opposed to singing gospel music, but they have really inspired me to see them at the age where they are now, reaching 70s probably, late 60s, and their voices are still amazing, and their voices are still strong, and they're still performing and singing. So yeah, they definitely have inspired me recently for sure.
Wow. So let me ask you this, Ms. Christian. What else is missing from music from your vantage point?
Say that again?
Yes, ma'am. From your vantage point as a singer, songwriter, lead vocalist, founder of your own live band, what exactly is missing from music today?
I would say meaningfulness, and I'm not going to say that's all of the music that is out now, but because I'm a big rap fan. I love rap music, and I grew up listening to rap music, and so, as you know, just like I did R&B, gospel, all of that. But I think that the rap music now is definitely missing actual real content that is I wouldn't say I would say telling a story because music is supposed to tell a story.
Mm.
And everybody has their own story, but I
Sure.
just feel like the music out is not really talking about anything substantial.
Mm. So let me ask you this, Miss Christian. How do you tell your story on a live stage?
Um, well, first, definitely logging in with my audience. As soon as I get on stage, it's very important to make eye contact with people, individuals in the room. Just let them know that, they're included. The audience wants to feel welcomed and included, and they want to feel like they're into what you're doing. So the only way you can do that is making sure that you're in tune with them, reading the audience, looking at the age of the audience, making sure you're singing the appropriate music. So a lot of that is just really being observant of my audience and paying attention to what they want as an audience, as opposed to what I want to do, and make that married together.
Sure.
Which, through years of performing, I've been able to do. It is present a product to the audience in a way that they will be able to understand and connect with me. So it's just through trial and error and through practice and being on stage.
What has that trial and error been for you as a singer and songwriter and a lead vocalist?
A lot of receiving constructive criticism. So a lot of that has been being humbling myself enough to listen to trusted individuals, people that I trust, and just taking it in, studying other singers that inspire me, studying what they do, practicing, sharpening my gift, just being okay with not being perfect on stage because nobody is perfect. Nobody goes on stage and is 100% perfect. There's no such thing, especially in music. And that's that's the good, beautiful part about music is there's no such thing as a mistake. You know what I mean? It's just what you're creating at the moment. So when you look at it, through those lenses, I think that helps. So a lot of the trial and error has just been me just trying out things and not being afraid to mess up or to fail.
What are you creating in the moment from a musical standpoint?
I would say I am creating I would almost say I am in the process of really rebranding myself as a person, and of course as an artist. But I believe that you have to start with yourself as a person first. So this year I really took a lot of time to work on myself, which of course has helped myself as an artist and my artistry. I lost about 81 pounds in the course of I would say the last 2 years. So really focusing on myself, how I look, how I feel, and all of those things. So definitely, like I said, more original music and more just opportunities abroad, outside of the Charleston area is what you can expect. See me on some features with some people, maybe some background singing opportunities, but all of those kinds of things.
And you mentioned this just a little bit in the last answer, that is, Miss Christian. But what do you want musically versus what your audience actually wants?
So what I want musically is to create good music, good vibes, with an audience of people that are there for that. Very simple. I don't have to be the next Beyonce. I don't have to be rich and famous. As long as I'm able to make good, meaningful music, and have an audience that enjoys it. That's however that comes to be about is good enough for me.
Yes,
that's my idea of how I see my success in the future.
So let me ask you this: who exactly is Christian Smalls on the stage?
Well, I tell people Black Diamond and Christian Smalls, they're kind of the same, but they're not. If anybody knows me, I myself as a person, I'm pretty laid back, pretty quiet. But of course on stage, when that music moves you, it's like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like something takes over in that moment when I'm on stage. Because when I'm not on stage, like I said, I'm very laid back. I don't mind being in the background. The spotlight doesn't have to be on me all the time. So I think, on stage, I'm just kind of like letting it all go.
Wow.
When I'm on stage, I'm just kind of letting whatever frustration, whatever, singing is like my therapy. So whenever I hit the stage, I just let everything go there.
And this is a redundant question, Miss Christian, but what does your stage presence and performance do for your actual audience?
I think it just helps them to understand my story more. Whatever song I'm singing, if I'm singing a party song, let's party. I want to feel that energy. A performance is an exchange of energy. So if I'm hype and I'm like, all right, let's party, the audience needs to feel that too. So it's really just ushering the audience into, what you're trying to convey to them and just connecting with that energy.
And who exactly is your audience, your demographics, I should say?
Wow, I would say I have a very wide range of audiences. White people, black people, young people, older people, people of all races. I've run into children, their parents are like, oh, they love hearing you sing. They love, I have parents who bring their children out to our performances. So it's really anybody who enjoys good music, honestly.
Honestly. What is good music today?
That is really subjective to the person, but for me, good music is music that makes me feel good. Good music is music that when I turn it on, it just makes me forget about my life's problems. Music is supposed to be healing as well, and it can be. So when I listen to music, that is what I expect from it, is that inspiration and that healing, which is what it's supposed to do.
How exactly has music healed you personally?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, again, I say this year was a little transformative for me because of where I was as a person. And so music really helped me to figure out what I wanted to sound like, who I wanted to be. Like I said, looking back at influences from years ago, and yeah, just really that personal development aspect helped me in that area.
In that area. And Ms. Christian, what personal development do you want next from the music industry?
For me, I would like, I spent a lot of time honing in the electrical talent.
Yes.
So now I really want to be more connected industry-wise, meet more industry people. I feel like in Charleston we have so much talent, but because we are a smaller city, we may not have as many resources. We don't have as many resources. So my goal is to really also go abroad, but then bring back the information that I find out back to, my home city to help other artists as well that want to climb, but they just don't know how to. So that is my responsibility as an artist from my hometown, is to be able to create other opportunities for other artists that I feel are deserving and are ready for the opportunities. So that's really what I want to do, is really bring more of the knowledge awareness so that we can have more resources to the industry in this city. That's really big because, like I said, we have the talent, but we just don't have as many resources as we may need. So I really want to create that within the city.
Yes, ma'am. And one last question for you, Miss Christian. How have you been able to climb as an artist?
Definitely God. A lot of the opportunities, I feel like because of my reputation and my name, I feel like a lot of them just fell into my lap. Just from having good relationships with people and keeping them good, keeping my reputation and my name as good as I can, and just meeting the right people, being connected to the right people, having amazing resources. One person in particular I will say is Miss Kiana Parler of Ranky Tanky.
Yes.
2-time Grammy Award winner.
Yes.
She has been one of my biggest resources. So shout out to her.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Yes.
She's an amazing mentor and friend.
Yes.
She's like a sister. So she's been one of those people that is, like I say, in the industry, understands, is a big help. But yeah, God, my relationship with Him, building my relationship with myself, building my confidence even the more. Because as an artist, it's very easy to compare yourself to other singers and musicians. And so, I was like realizing who I was and what my talent was, and really perfecting that. Like I said, studying other artists, that was a big thing for me. Practicing and just really working on that musically. So that definitely has helped me.
And speaking of, obviously working on things musically, I was just right around the corner here at Forte Jazz Lounge, and you're coming there December 30th. So tell me about that.
Yes. So December 30th is, I would call it a rebirth of myself musically. It's going to be a very transparent,
yes,
vulnerable show for me, which is something that I've never done before. And I feel like the audience is really going to be able to take an insight into my life and my life lately, because I'll be talking about things that I've never talked about before and shared with an audience. So I am excited about that. So we've been rehearsing it, and it's been amazing. And I'm very excited. And so come out. Tickets are on sale. They're selling out quickly. So if you have not bought your ticket, buy your ticket, because it's going to be amazing. So it'll be at Forte Jazz Lounge, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it's 2 shows, 7 and 9:30. And so it's going to be pretty amazing. So I'm very excited.
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to that. Christian Smalls, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.